Resident Evil 2, released by Capcom in 1998, is a fantastic survival horror video game. It's my first game in the series, and it's a game that has captivated players for generations with its terrifying atmosphere, intense gameplay, and masterful storytelling. With the fantastic 2019 remake, fans of this new generation can also enjoy it. Today, we will delve into the spine chilling atmosphere of Resident Evil 2, exploring how the game's design and narrative create an experience that continues to haunt players years after its initial release. Resident Evil 2 takes place in the fictional Raccoon City, a once thriving city now overrun by hordes of zombies and monsters. The game's dark and grimy environments are fantastically crafted, from the haunting police station to the sewers and underground labs. These settings immerse players in a nightmarish world where every corner holds the promise of death. I can say that quite literally. I was always terrified there was something lurking around the corner that I wasn't prepared to take on. This game scares the hell out of me. You feel powerless and that something deadly is always watching you. One of the most striking aspects of Resident Evil 2's atmosphere is the visual design. Now, something that helps that is the game's fixed camera angles that create a sense of claustrophobia and vulnerability. Players are often forced to navigate down narrow hallways and tight spaces, their view limited to what the camera only allows. This deliberate choice adds an element of surprise, as enemies can suddenly appear from off screen, intensifying that surprise fear factor. The character and creature zombie designs in Resident Evil 2 is equally as terrifying. Zombies are depicted with rotting flesh and disfigured faces, and they're just overall terrifying. Ammo and weaponry is also limited, so every shot you take absolutely counts. That's really important, and that adds a lot to the game's overall experience. The game's haunting soundtrack effectively portrays tension and fear, and it's not too overwhelming. When you're creaking down hallways, the music will often quiet down, emphasizing the storm going on right outside or the creaking floorboards. Eerie melodies, ominous tones do come in and heighten the suspense and alert players to imminent danger. The use of sound effects, as I said, is equally as impactful. The distant moans of zombies and the growls of unseen creatures, it all contributes to the environment and the overall sense of impending doom. Resident Evil 2's narrative is a web of mysteries and conspiracies, with each character's story interweaving with others. And that's an aspect I find really refreshing, and it's one of my favorite things about this game. Players take on the roles of Leon S. Kennedy and Claire Redfield, two individuals who find themselves trapped in Raccoon City during the outbreak. The game's multiple scenarios and branching story paths add to the fear of the unknown. Choices made by players can lead to different outcomes, and the fear of missing crucial items or information drives players to explore every corner of this nightmarish city. Trust me, this game will have you searching every nook and cranny, so if you want to give this a go, make sure you're consistent with your searches. Now, Resident Evil 2 emphasizes the survival horror genre through its scarcity of resources. As I said earlier, ammunition is limited, and healing items also are too, forcing players to make difficult decisions about when to fight and when to run. This constant struggle for survival adds an additional layer as players are aware of their vulnerability. Managing inventory space becomes a tense puzzle very early on in the game, and players must decide which items they should carry and which ones they should leave behind. The fear of encountering a powerful enemy with insufficient firepower or healing items creates a constant sense of dread. The gameplay mechanics contribute significantly to its frightening atmosphere. The controls, which limit character movement, heighten tension during encounters. The deliberate pace of aiming and shooting adds a sense of realism and more vulnerability, making each confrontation a nerve-wracking experience. As players return to previously explored areas, they may encounter new dangers or find that the situation has changed since they've returned, intensifying the feeling of dread and hopelessness and fear of the unknown. Resident Evil 2 stands as a testament to the power of frightening atmospheres. That's what makes this game so great. Through its masterful visual design, haunting soundscapes, narrative uncertainty, resource scarcity, and psychological gameplay, the game immerses players in a world of terror and survival. It is a fantastic title to enjoy during this Halloween season. I've been enjoying the hell out of it. Resident Evil 2 remains an iconic survival horror game. Its ability to instill fear in the hearts of players leave an impressionable mark on the gaming world. I want to thank you all for watching today. I've been really enjoying the Resident Evil series, and I plan on continuing through the other games in it. I'm very excited for Halloween 2023, and it's my favorite time of the year. So let me know if you want more videos like this. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe if you're new around here. Also, drop a comment telling me your favorite scary game. I'd love to give them all a try. One of my personal favorites is Outlast. I think that was my first introduction into horror survival games. Maybe I'll give that one a go and do a quick review for you guys here on the channel, because it did come out some time ago, so many of you guys may not have given it a chance yet, but Outlast is one of my personal favorites. So let me know what scary games you're into. I'm about to, now that I've wrapped up with Resident Evil 2, I'm going to be diving into Assassin's Creed Mirage, which just came out a couple days ago, so I'm going to have a video up for you guys on Assassin's Creed Mirage very, very soon. Thank you for watching, and as always, happy gaming.